As long as you think.
Absolutely.
That's how I go. You can think whatever you want, as long as you think and you have a thought process and we've provoked you to think, we've done our job. I'm talking none other than, not just, you can't just say Big L. You got to say Supa DJ. Supa DJ Big L. Welcome, sir.
My guy. Thank you. Pleasure to be here, bro.
This is my guy for a very, very long time. Before we get to Mount Rushmore and all that, let's take it back to day one on how me and you met. Remind me, because in my mind, I met you, I knew you were, but I met you at Break Room.
We officially met at Break Room.
AKA The Tunnel, AKA Trilogies, depending on how old you are.
But I used to always come to Indigo to see you.
So we ain't know each other.
We didn't know each other. We knew each other's faces, but we didn't really meet to be like, okay, I'm L and I DJ. Because remember, at first, I was just dancing with the Horsemen.
And that's why I say
and that's when I used to see you at Indigo all the time. We used to come out there and just dance. I
remember the Horsemen would come in Indigo, and it was so crazy. Like, these guys were like rock stars. Like, you know,
it was crazy. And I'm talking about 13, 14 years old.
Facts. Rock stars. When I say rock stars, it was me DJing, Sean Marshall DJing, rest in peace, Big Tony on the mic, Lil E from North Alone.
I told you, I still remember the Big Tony incident with the CD.
Oh my God. Like, we got so much history that we could talk about. But after, of course, Indigo, we find out about each other. But then Break Room is when we meet. Horsemen will come in. Well, you already DJ. So Break Room, I'm going to say that was 95, like 96.
Yep.
What year did you start DJing?
95.
95. So that's when you just started DJing.
Yep.
And you would come in Break Room, and I always tease him to this day. You know, it's my brother and your brother, and we love him. And it'd be you, all of y'all, and Pork Chop. And once a month, Pork Chop would be dancing with the Horsemen and pass out in the club.
Yep.
And then y'all would pick him up and then keep dancing like nothing ever happened.
Hell yeah, bro.
What was your first, in your mind, big break as far as becoming DJ Big L? Not dancing Big L from the Horsemen, the DJ.
Honestly, damn, and Booby just was here. When I knew I had something outside of, like, let me break out my shell and really show who I am. One night at Hammerjacks.
The original Hammerjacks.
Before the Raven Stadium, all that. Booby had to use the bathroom. And Booby knew I could mix. And I just so happened to be walking past the DJ booth.
Wow.
And he said, little brother, come here. I need you to hop on real quick so I can go take a piss.
And remind you, back then, people, there was no Serato. There was actual vinyl.
And Hammerjacks on a Sunday, I'm talking 3,000 people that didn't even know I DJ'd. Like, everybody knew me from dancing. They knew, but... And I thought it was going to be like I haven't played 1 or 2 records, he'd be back. He came back. I didn't know he came back. He just let me keep rocking.
That is
like
so
for like
dope.
a good 30 minutes. And he's like, all right, I got it, little bro. He's like, you did your thing. I'm going to talk to you. And after that, that's when I felt like, all right, they know now.
Gotcha.
Now I can... Because remember, I was working at record stores and all that type of stuff, but nobody really knew. Like,
what record? You was at Mondawmin.
I started at Westview.
Westview.
Yep, Electronics and More.
Yep.
From there, Sounds of Baltimore downtown. Then got with my Metro family. Was at Picture the Music up the plaza. Yeah, man. Those are the days. Man. Those are the days. The good old days.
The days, man.
The foundation
that was started Supa DJ Big L. Then fast forward, Big L becomes Supa DJ Big L. What club do you credit? So, like, before you answer this question, when I think of the clubs in Baltimore that made Quicksilva like a household name in just locally in Baltimore, I would say Indigo first for me. I mean, that was my start.
Right.
Shout out to Big Sam, Lil E, Lavelle, Cold Sounds.
Yep. I remember that.
All of them, you know, that was Sean Marshall, Big Tony, like that was the start of Quicksilva the Kid. Then, of course, Indigo shuts down. And the Break Room. Well, it was Trilogies first. Trilogies. Shout out Slim Butler. Because he opened
man.
Right. So you had Trilogies. And then after Trilogies, for me, was definitely the next Hammerjacks for me.
Yep.
Hammerjacks on Sunday, we know now. Is
before it was
Bourbon Street.
Right.
Like, those are 3 clubs. And I've played at every club in Baltimore, every single one. But those are 3 clubs, I would say, in order, kind of made Quicksilva a household name. what do you think your 3 clubs in order were that made Supa DJ Big L?
I can say the original Hammerjacks.
You played there on a regular?
I started being able to open up for Booby and Kenny B.
This is my first time ever knowing that.
Yeah, because I used to roll with Kenny B. Like Kenny B,
that.
right?
Yo,
so
you played every
Kenny
Sunday
B would let me just open up. He'd be like, "Yo, just go ahead and play early while we getting everything." Basically, while the doors just opening. But you know, Hammerjacks 9 o'clock line wrapped around the corner, so people started hearing me then.
I never knew
and then from there, down at the break room,
definitely.
Because remember, it was me, Diamond K, DJ Unique.
Y'all on the first level.
On the first level. Y'all was upstairs.
Yeah. Me and K Life was upstairs.
You know, K Life was upstairs. And then, of course, the Paradox.
Yeah.
And that, to me, the Paradox was my branding of being who I am now.
I agree.
Without that, it's no me.
And like the Paradox, when I think of the Paradox, of course I think of Rod Braxton. Shout out.
And that's who gave me my break.
But then Supa DJ Big L, and when you and Pork Chop would get on, like I played at Paradox, but I never had a residency at Paradox. That never, I think of Paradox, I think of you, I think of Rod Braxton, Rest in Peace, I think of Swift.
Right.
Like y'all had that was your club. How Indigo was my club, and
right.
Trilogies was my club. Like Paradox Big L, I remember. I don't know where I was playing it on the Friday night. But then, of course, y'all were open till what, 5 or 6? 5 a.m.
Yep.
So wherever I was DJing, I would close like 2 o'clock like everybody else. And I remember like my first time hearing Big L at the docks. It reminds you, shout out to Wayne Davis, best sound system Baltimore's ever heard of in life.
Ever.
So I remember coming down there, and back then, that's when they still had the knobs. And I'm like, I know LDJ, but I ain't never really heard him rock.
Right.
Man, nigga, I walk in that joint maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, and Big L, when I say I can't even put it in words, had this joint crazy. I'm like, oh my God, this nigga about to be a problem. Like, he about to be one of them ones. And then from then, how did you end up getting to radio? Because Paradox was what year? Paradox was what?
I started Docs in probably, I'm going to say 98, 99.
And when did you start mixing on 9CQ at one point, when you first got
probably 2000.
So it was around so you were still at Paradox when you started? That's what I thought. So make sure my timeline right.
Absolutely.
So then, of course, Big L gets on the radio. And what I love, like you say, Big L brought that creativity. Like, it's a lot of dope DJs in Baltimore, from radio to clubs. But the creativity of Supa DJ Big L, for me, is what always meant you stand out.
And that's what I stand on. Like, I can't do a lot. I tell everybody this. I said, I might not be the best scratcher. My blend sometimes might be what it is. But I know I'm very creative. I can stand on that. Like, it's going to be different. I might do something wild that might be like, okay, this nigga is on one. Like,
I remember, I can't remember what club I was at. It might have been Twilight or something. But Big L, this is how creative, by the way, if anybody never heard Supa DJ Big L mix. I don't know what rock you've been under, unless you just never been to Baltimore, right? But Big L was, you had to been beefing with a chick, or either you just broke up with a chick or something. And Supa DJ Big L, this nigga did like a half-hour set of him talking to the girl, but through records. I'm like,
when I did the break, I remember that when I played all the breakup records.
I'm like, yo, y'all don't see what like this guy, and I'm like, Big L for me is sometimes you're so creative that it might even go over people's heads. Like, I'm like, y'all not even listening, like y'all dancing and having fun. He's talking to this chick, but through records. Like how'd you practice? Did you practice that before?
Nope.
That was just on the fly.
That part of me, it became a thing I was afraid of. But hearing my peers, other DJs tell me how dope certain things are. Now I make it my point to try to do something throughout the night that I know is going to go over everybo's head.
But the DJ
except for the DJ.
Nigga, you just did. So back to radio. Then you get hired on radio. Who got you hired on radio on 9CQ?
Reggie and Swift brought us in under Victor when Victor Starr was there.
Gotcha.
And that's when he brought Jay, James the Great,
everybody. He brought the wave.
Everybody that was hot in the street, Victor was putting them on. It was like, all right, I need all the big names in here.
Which is very smart of him. And you mixed on 9CQ for how long?
6 years.
6 years. And this is my first time asking because I honestly don't know what happened with Supa DJ Big L in radio. Like, what happened?
I think for me at that time in my life, I felt like, mind you, rest in peace, Swift. Mm-hmm. But when Swift passed away, the torch was handed to me to take on a lot of the things that Swift had in motion. Yep. So it was like I ended up on the show with Pork and Squirrel. Mm-hmm. I started doing the 9 o'clock mix, started doing a lot of that. But then once the new bosses came in, new PDs, everything changed. Nikki became PD. Mm-hmm. Kelson had moved up. Like, a lot of things started changing. So it started being like the mix show started getting kind of put on the back burner a little more. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I wasn't really the personality. I was more like, put me in the booth. I want to mix. I wasn't the one that was going to host the show, talk too much, Right. So it just started getting to where I felt like I know it's more for me. Mm-hmm. And as well as, I think I just started feeling like I'm scorching hot outside of this building.
You are, and still are to this day.
But in this building, I don't think they know that or understand that.
Do you feel like they didn't know it or understand it? Or do you feel like they knew it but didn't want you to know it? Like they wanted to kind of humble you?
Kind of, yeah. I think it was a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. Now, looking back on it, I think it was a little bit of both, and I should have waited. Mm-hmm. But honestly, me leaving radio was one of the best decisions I ever made, only because it made me that much stronger outside.
So once again, I don't know, did you quit radio or did you get fired from 9CQ?
I quit.
Got you. And when you quit, you just came on there, I'm done? Like,
it just was like, it got to a point where as though all the time slots I had was starting to be cut. But then I was starting to get booked heavily for bigger events and stuff like that. And remember, we was doing the broadcast,
of course,
at Choices. Choices didn't want to change with the time. Mm-hmm. So it became a thing. Just being, and I can be honest now because
please be honest. The show is about honest.
Choices started being slow as shit, bullshit. Wasn't nobody coming in no more, but yet we still broadcasting. Gotcha. So I'm spending my Saturday night in an empty club DJing on the radio for 4 hours. And I felt like I don't want to do this anymore. So
and I'll call a spade a spade. They probably was paying you peanuts.
Right. Yeah. So the initial meeting that I had with Howard and Nikki, it was just more so like I felt myself exhausted with radio. Mm-hmm. And I felt like I ain't a primetime DJ. I don't have a primetime slot. I'm really pretty much Rap Attack. That was my prime time every Sunday, one night a week.
Right.
So it started being a thing of, I feel like I'm underused.
I'm the hottest nigga in this building, but you're not utilizing me.
You're not utilizing me at all.
Right.
And then I felt like the powers that be don't come outside enough to know that.
Right.
So it started making me feel like I'm a nobody in here. But as soon as I crack this door open, when it's time for me to get off this radio, I can't go anywhere without getting treated like a star.
Yeah, well, when I tell you what's just crazy about this, people probably think times have changed, and you know me, I say what I want. I don't care about backlash. I understand that fully still to this day. Like when I say still to this day, and somebody might watch this and get offended, it be tripping me out sometimes when I'm like, and I love, I've been with Radio 1 20 plus years now. I love Miss H, Kathy. That's like my mom. Like
I love the main powers. I still love all my radio family.
We family. But sometimes you got to be careful because, like, I don't know if it's your pride or your ego, but it's like it's weird for me sometimes where I will literally be filming. I'll be on TV on BET, DJing at the award show. Then I'm sitting front row next to all the celebrities. I'm walking the red carpet like I'm the guy. Accolades from East Coast #1, Global Spin Awards, Radio Source Power 30, 10 years in a row in the top 10. Like every accolade you can win, every single one, I've won every single one. But then sometimes I'm like, I walk in the building and they want to like dumb it down, like act like this is me. Like, but if you say that,
then you're asshole.
Here you go. But like I hate that we live in a generation where if you speak facts, people are offended by. Like, why am I even talking to you? Like, we're not on the same level. But if I say that,
now
then I think that's the difference with us. It's like L would say that, and this is back to when shout out to Jay Hill when I interviewed with Rivalries, when I kept saying like L could be a lot bigger if he could have controlled, played the game. Like with me, you couldn't play the game. L would let you know. I couldn't
play the game only because it was one thing to play the game and another thing to get played, and I felt like it ain't that I'm not willing to play the game, but I'm not gonna let you play in my face.
And I think
publicly, like it started being a thing where certain people would do certain things and then act like it didn't happen. And I started feeling like I said, I'm just use that as an example. Mm-hmm. Okay, I DJ a party for this promoter. This promoter that night didn't pay me my money. But the next day you on Instagram, I had the biggest, ain't nobody fucking with me, I'm the biggest promoter in town. So I used to be like, well,
L gonna go online and
where my money?
L gonna check you.
But you ain't pay your staff.
Right.
Your bottle girl's hungry today. Mm-hmm. Like, you still had a security bill. Like, but it was times I'd really know, and I'm still like that. And I'm breaking out of it a lot because I think I cared too much. Mm-hmm. And that's, to me, people mistake anger with my passion for what I do. Mm-hmm. And that's just because this is it for me. Mm-hmm. I'm not like everybody else. I don't have a daytime job. I don't have a fallback. I don't have if I stop DJing today and tomorrow, I can just go do. I don't have that. Mm-hmm. I dedicated my life to this. So I take it that serious. Mm-hmm. So when people try to play with it, it's like, yo, you don't get it. Bro, this is my life. This music and DJing saved my life 100 times over.
I got the tattoo on my arm, music saved my life.
So it's like, sometimes I am a little bit too passionate about certain things. But lately, it's like, for you to say what you said about the Mount Rushmore thing, right? Mm-hmm. Up after 30 years in this business, I'm going to say the beginning of last year is when I really got comfortable with telling myself I am exactly who I am.
And people are intimidated by that. And that's why I said, just piggyback on what we were talking about, is that, like, shout out to Angie Ann. She told me a while ago, we were doing nights in D.C., this is 2007. And she was like, bro, I just don't get it. She said, like, I don't know how you play the game with these folks. Because she was another you. Like, when they playing with me, I don't know how to, like, fake be cool with them. Like, I don't know how to do that because, like she, like, you know, she would say to me, like, they be trying to act like you're not Quicksilva. Like you're not one of the biggest DJs. Fuck being in Baltimore, fuck being in DC. Like, you're not one of the biggest DJs in the world, but people want to, like, downplay it, and you allow them sometimes. And my wife Ashley said the same. She's like, baby, sometimes you got to pull your dick out.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like, nigga, we not the same. Like, why am I even talking to why am I having a conversation with somebody that's not even qualified, who and never done anything? You ain't done a tenth of what I've done, but yet you want to tell me how to do something. Like, for anybody else, if you say that, it's looked at bad.
Yep.
And I've, over the years, tried to still talk my shit, but still, as Angie would say, Quick, you the king of being politically correct.
Absolutely.
And it's helped my career, but sometimes, my wife Ash always said, like, sometimes, you know, that being humble shit gets you overlooked. And I feel like L would go the extreme other way, where L at one point was like, fuck being humble and fuck you. And if you don't pay my money, I'm gonna out you, and we're gonna fight when I see you.
Right.
And that's when I said what I said, because it's crazy.
No, you were right.
But it's crazy.
I knew that.
But people, you know, we've had these conversations before I said that, so right. I felt comfortable. I never speak on something if I ain't spoken to you directly.
Right. Of course.
I remember when the whole Mount Rushmore, we're gonna touch on that in just a second, when that first came out, and I said what I said, like, yo, L, one of my favorite guys, one of the most dope DJs, but he would be 10 times bigger if he wouldn't have been so argumentative or allowed certain shit. You believe this? I had people call me, like, damn, yo, why you going on L? I'm like, fuck are you talking about?
Like, if you know L, that's L.
Like, nigga, like, I ain't saying shit that I had, like, we've had these, I've called bro, take that down.
Take that down, bro. Don't post that. No, it's not a good look. I'm like, and what I do, take it right down. Thank you. And I say thank you every time, bro. Thank you.
We live in a generation now where people are afraid to be honest with their friends. Out of fear of what their friend might say, but more importantly, what the public might think about it. And that does a disservice, not just to friendship, but helping somebody grow. Yeah. And I think that's why it was so important for me to say what I said in the interview, because I'm like, yo, L deserves, and unfortunately in this business we don't get what we deserve, but L deserves to be, you already arguably one of the biggest DJs in Baltimore history. This is a fact. Right. But L deserves to be in the conversation bigger. Like, L deserves to be one of the biggest DJs in the country, because I know for a fact I travel the country and I DJ with every big name DJ, celebrity DJ. Most of them phony. Most of them really can't rock. They have an image in the name. I'm like, if I put Big L in a party at any of these major clubs in the world, you realize what the embarrassment of that house or that big name, like, he or she won't be able to mix no more if L gets on. And I'm like, how do I now at this point, like, how do we take L from the L that you are now to now making L one of the biggest names in the world? Like, I think that should be the goal right now for Supa DJ.
That is. I just feel like now I'm ready for it now. Mm-hmm. I done been through the ups and downs. I know the ins and outs. So now I'm so comfortable in this space that I ain't got nothing to say negative about nothing to nobody.
Right.
If bad business happen, I just take it as I just won't do business with you no more, and that's just bad business. No disrespect. It ain't personal.
Right.
Like, I don't take anything about this personal anymore. And it's like people such as yourself. Mm-hmm. I had to realize, like, yo, I can call Quick and just ask Quick. Mm-hmm. If I need to get something off my chest, or if I'm in a certain space of making a move in the business, yeah, I can call Quick. That's my friend. I can call him. Like, it's people that I have relationships with now that are deeper than just the music, but that are in the business that I know it'll help me a lot to hear from those people rather than just talking to myself and getting in my own way.
No, understand.
So it's like, before I make a bad decision, I know it's people I can contact and be like, yo, hold up, how you feel about this? Like, you think this is right or this is wrong?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you every time.
Yeah, but I'm also at a point where it's though I'm like, yo, I do not have a problem. I never had, and I don't think people understood that, how much of a team player I am.
You are.
I don't have to be Batman. Robin kicked a lot of ass too.
Facts.
Next to Batman. When you hear Batman, you think about Robin.
Facts.
So I don't have to be the man, but I want to be a part of the team. Mm-hmm. Give me my orders and watch me work.
Big facts, man. We talking, of course, to Supa DJ Big L. What do you feel like one of the biggest misconceptions have been of Supa DJ Big L for somebody who thinks they know you?
I've heard that I was arrogant, and it's like I'm really very humble, but it's just like I'm just not gonna allow nobody to treat me any kind of way. So it's like I said, sometimes you gotta poke your chest out. Like, hold up, you ain't gonna do me like that. But I'm one of the most friendly people you can ever meet. Like, I ain't on no type of time. I ain't trying to be bigger or better than nobody else. And for the DJs that come after us, and there's a lot of younger guys that I speak to on a regular and talk to, and they hit me for advice. Look, this is the way L did it in the time that L had to do it. Y'all don't got to do it this way.
Facts.
It's so much easier for you to just go. Don't let anybody stop you from doing what you feel like you love and you're passionate about.
And people don't realize how difficult it is to stay relevant for this long. Like, the fun part about becoming a dope DJ or a hot DJ or getting the wave is becoming that. Yep. The hard part, Big L has been Big L for 30 years, and he's still doing 7 to 12 parties a week. Like, that's not easy. People downplay it, but like, think of how many people you got to think. So I started and I started mixing in 90, but 94, 95 was when I credit my career starting with Club Indigo, right? You started around the same time, 95, 90. Think of how many DJs have come and gone over the last 30 years. Think how many DJs don't even DJ no more.
Yep.
Like they completely out the business. And we still are here elevating ourselves, taking care of our families, all from something that we started as kids.
I just feel like this next chapter for me will be the best. I think 2026 is going to be a great year for me. Mm-hmm. Especially because of things like this. Mm-hmm. And now the people are starting to see, all right, I'll get it now.
Yeah.
Now I can throw L here. Now you might feel, all right, now I can take L with me.
He's not gonna wild out.
He's not gonna,
because at one point he was gonna wild out.
Right. It's like, hold on,
which L I get today?
Which L I'm gonna get today? Now it's like, bro, I just love what we do, and I'm just so happy to still just be here, bro. Mm-hmm. That's it. Like,
man, you're dope, man. Like, and this is one of the reasons why I even started this series. It's like just to give people their flowers. A lot of times, your peers don't get a chance to really celebrate you the way you should be celebrated until something bad happens. The goal of this is to bring people on and really celebrate them. And I want to celebrate Supa DJ Big L because you deserve all the flowers. You deserve all the recognition of being, if not the most, one of the most creative DJs in the world.
My brother, I appreciate it. You know that, like I said, it's different when this ain't an interview for me. I'm talking to my friend. I'm talking to my guy.
This is a cordial conversation.
We had these conversations all the time.
Facts.
And what a lot of people don't see is like me, you, Mr. Incredible. We get around. We bust each other chops all the time.
All day.
Every time we on a gig together, we be like, yo, you set the bullshit today. Yo, you gonna be bored. Nigga, what you gonna do when you get up there? That type of...
It's friendly competition with us. Like, and I said this when Booby was here earlier. I was like, at the end of the day, we all are competitive DJs.
Right.
And when me and L gonna rock, Mr. Incredible, we gonna rock. But at the end of the day, we still want to do something that showed I got you tonight. We ain't beefing. Like that's just how competitive DJs are. One thing we gotta touch on just to shake the table a little bit,
okay?
Because the Mount Rushmore conversation got so much interaction,
right?
Good and bad, whatever you thought about it. But in a lot of people who were kind of in their feelings, they missed the part where I said, this is my personal. This is not me saying these are the best DJs in every realm of whatever genre, whatever you're thinking about. Personally, for me, these are the DJs that inspired me. If I had to ask Supa DJ Big L the exact same question, and this is for you, this is personally for you, who are Supa DJ Big L's Mount Rushmore of DJs from Baltimore? Your top 4, and why?
Top 4. No,
it don't have to be in order.
No particular order. And I'll explain each person why. I'm gonna say Booby.
Absolutely,
definitely in my Mount Rushmore, because you gotta think, I was a child watching Booby, and being able to be around him was different than just buying a mixtape or just hearing about it or hearing about the reputation of, like, I was beside him every week for I don't know how many years, just sitting there watching him work his magic. Like,
it was
I want to be this.
That was me.
That was just totally different. It's gonna sound cliche, but quick, I say you because
you don't have to say me because you ain't everybody.
No. It ain't about that. It's about that. How I felt watching you grow up, knowing you were my age, and the things that you were doing. I felt like I was the West Side Quick.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Like, even though we weren't rivals, I felt like he over there and I'm over here. It's like almost like the good guy, bad guy. Like, he the hero, I'm the villain, but we on the same type of time. So I have to respect that. And out of the people in our era, I was one to always champion everything that you had going on.
I appreciate it.
It's like I would see you do something and be like, shit, I know I can do it. I can be a BET one day. Even though my attitude stopped all of that, but that I have to put Rob Rexon on my Mount Rushmore.
OG.
Without Unc, it would be no me. And he stepped out on his own faith and gave me the biggest opportunity in my life. And I didn't look back from there.
Paradox on Fridays.
Paradox on Fridays. Let me touch on that real quick, because a lot of people don't even know how that originally happened. All right, long story short.
You good.
Friday, this is when we still was buying vinyl. Rod was working at Metro 2, the Plaza. Me and Pork Chop came up there. Mind you, I'm already at the docks every week, just dancing and being, in the crowd. I'm already a regular there, just going. We go in Metro 2 to buy some vinyl. I was getting some records. I put the records on the counter. Rod like, yo, y'all coming out tonight? Blah, blah. Chop said, Rod, when you gonna let L come open for you? Rod turned around. All this is on the Friday. He said, yo, get to the club tonight by 11 o'clock and bring your shit. You playing first tonight. From that day, I never stopped DJing at the docks.
That's crazy.
So I gotta put Rod there. Mm-hmm. And
one more.
So many to choose from. That mean a lot.
This is the controversy starts, because somebody get mad.
That means a lot to me. I have to say, a lot of people might not know this name, but back then, cause he was very close to my family, damn near family. He was best friends with my cousin. I'm gonna say DJ Concrete. He taught me everything I know. He the one who taught me how to actually DJ.
Know what's crazy? DJ Booby just shouted him out. So I credit DJ Booby for being the first DJ to mix a slow song with a club song. Mm-hmm. Because that track 8, when he played the Jodeci joint, it went crazy across the world. And what he said to me, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I never knew this 30 plus years later. He said, quick, everybody gives me the credit for starting mixing slow jams with club music. He said, actually, Kid Concrete was the start. He said he did it first, and I heard him do it. He said, and I called him to get his blessings, because, at that moment, Booby was God. You had other DJs, but you weren't DJ Booby. So Booby said, when I did on the mixtape, everybody thought that I started it. Mm-hmm. So to hear you say the same thing about Concrete is crazy. And I'm gonna shout out to my cousin Herbie real quick, because I remember when I first started mixing, like making mixtapes, and I never got to a level, like I was always wanted to be the party DJ. Mm-hmm. I never got to the mixtape level, but I would make club mixes and I was selling them in high school. And I remember my cousin Herbie, he used to always throw in my face, yeah, they cool, but this ain't no Kenny K or Kid Concrete mixtape. They all was from West Forest Park area.
Yeah, Creep was from like Baltimore Hilton, Emerson Village area. And Kenny from up the other side.
Right. So, but I would hear the names, but to hear you and Booby say the same thing, man. Shout out to Concrete, man.
Shout out to Concrete, man. I swear, like I'm talking about in my aunt's basement.
Does he still DJ?
Yeah, he's in Atlanta. He's still doing DJing and production.
That's dope. That's super dope. Super dope. Oh man, like
so yeah, that would have to be my far as Baltimore DJs go. But there's so many honorable. I had so many relationships and so many DJs that helped me along the way that it's so many stories. Too much to say today, but I hope they see this and know, like, yo, I'm what y'all made me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm a product of my environment, and I tell when I'm around Kenny and all our older statesmen in the DJ game, I say, yo, I got something from every last one of y'all. Y'all created this monster. Yo. So when y'all hear me, you're hearing yourself. Just know that. Just know that I got something from everybody. Like, I was a leech. Like, okay, he do that way, he scratched that way. Oh, I'm gonna learn that.
Same thing.
Oh, he blend that way. Oh, so it's like I'm thankful, bro. Like, our era of coming up, I think was the best era. One, in music. This music in general. Mm-hmm. And then, as far as Baltimore goes, as a DJ, it's like we're hybrids.
Yeah. We got the best DJs. I said it and I'll say it again. Like, when it comes to all skill, style, showmanship, I mean, put us against any city, good luck.
Good luck.
I put my money on it. Do you feel like, I know we got to wrap it up in a second, do you feel like over the years you had anybody, especially when you first started, that you looked at as like, not maybe you looked at it, but you feel like people kind of put y'all against each other?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what's funny. People used to always put me and Nitro against each other.
I feel like I heard that back in the day,
but only because me and Nitro were one. We already was close like brothers. Two, you know, Nitro from the Heights. I moved up the Heights and started being like we started being around each other. It was like one of them friendly like we want to see y'all two battle. Like, it's too good. Like we want to see y'all. But that was like. People used to always put me and Manny against each other. That's
yeah. I definitely see that for mixing and mixtapes and everything. Yeah,
and it almost go back to an East-West thing, like Manny from over East, I'm from over West, and not knowing like Manny is basically family with me. Like
definitely, man. And when it comes to mixtape circus in Baltimore, you can't not mention Manny's, the Nellies. Like
of course,
that mixtape wave is. Crazy. Like I still gonna say Boobie's the GOAT.
Yes. He's the GOAT.
And if y'all want to argue in the comments, or you want like nobody done it like him.
No,
but it's been other people who have dope waves.
Yes,
right. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. And this is my first time probably saying this. You know who DJs used to put me up against when I first got in the business? Mike Crosby, because of the youngest in charge. Nobody, I don't know if people remember this story, and especially Indigo. So when I first got to Indigo, I was 14, and Mike Crosby's title was DJ Mike Crosby, the youngest in charge. And if I was 14, Mike had to been like maybe 24, but he was young compared to
the other DJs.
You know, back then, you had Sean Marshall, so he was the young kid compared to all the guys that were hot at the moment, right? So when this 14-year-old kid comes out. At Indigo, I played on Fridays. Mike Crosby played on Saturdays. So I remember a couple of times, like they would give me open up on Saturdays, but Friday. I'm sorry, I'm reversed. I was on Saturdays. I was on Saturdays. I apologize. I was at Indigo on Saturdays. Mike was on Fridays or Sundays. I can't remember.
I think it was Sunday.
Fridays. So Mike Crosby, Rob Braxton, they were almost like a team back then. They were on Fridays. Quicksilva and Sean Marshall were on Saturdays. Big E on the mic and Big Tony.
Big Tony, yep.
So Big Tony, rest in peace. And this is my first time speaking this. Big Tony started that shit because Big Tony would get on the mic and be like, "We got the real youngest in charge." Because Big Tony, I didn't talk on the mic back then. Right. So Big Tony would hype me up, and that's how the whole little, like we never beefed in real life, but that's how the whole little rivalry started because people would start hitting Mike. Like, yo, you know they be talking shit about you on Saturdays, talking about Quicksilva's the real youngest in charge.
I remember them having, like, I remember hearing about it, like, it's a beef about the youngest in charge title. But I was like, well, Quick, then Quick was the hot boy. Right. I was like,
I never called myself the youngest in charge. People started giving me the
title because you were the youngest.
I was the hot boy Quicksilva.
Yeah.
Mike Crosby was the youngest in charge, Mike Crosby. So when this 14-year-old kid gets hot in the club,
you're going to be called the youngest.
Mike, you can't call yourself youngest in charge more.
You ain't the youngest.
You're not. And that's how that whole little thing started. Like I said, it's nothing but love and respect. Still one of my favorite DJs. But like that was the only DJ I feel like people try to like make us beef. And luckily it wasn't no social media back then.
Oh yeah.
I would say social media would take things to a different level. So it's been nothing but love. But that's a super funny moment that I feel like I never spoke on before. In closing, Big L, like what is, if you can say in a minute, like, what do you feel like right now Big L goal is as far as the next year to really make yourself really elevate and become who I think you deserve to be?
I just think I need, and I'm going to, just apply more pressure. But in a good way of just being seen, being around. I got to get myself back out more. Work a little less. Like I think I'm going to take a couple days, instead of DJing 7 nights a week, I'm going to take a couple days off and just go see other DJs. Might, come to DC with you just to hang out for a night. Get to be in certain rooms again. Like, now I'm more able to do that financially and, you know what I'm saying? I want to. Like, I still got a passion for this and I feel like I got another 20 years in me.
You do. It's about quality over quantity.
Easy.
Definitely quality over quantity, man. Supa DJ Big L, I wanted to bring you on here, not just as my friend, but somebody I wanted to give you flowers, man. Definitely on my Mount Rushmore, one of the dopest DJs, one of the most creative DJs. And I pray that the world gets to see soon how dope Supa DJ Big L is, because I'm telling y'all now, I don't care what city he comes to next, this guy is a problem. He's been a problem for 30 years, but now with the skill set he has now, man,
my brother,
you are that guy.
Appreciate you, Quick.
Love you, Big L. Keep up the good work, man. You know what it is, the Quicksilva Show. Perfect. Perfecto.